Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to another Magic Gathering online league. We are starting off interesting. This feels a tad too, well, actually no. It feels a bit awkward because of Utopia Sprawl, but as long as we find a land, it's a turn 2 Karn or Thought-Knot Seer, so we'll keep this. Reveal 2 Devourers. And this should be fine. Like, out of 8 cards, not finding a land seems very unlikely. And so let's find out. First 4 is a no. I'm tempted to keep the Rumble just in case. Yeah, I'll take the Rumble just in case. And there's a second lab. Kind of want the forest. So we'll go lab, devourer, impulse, pass. And depending on what we see across the table, we will... Okay, well, that answers that question and this game is over. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. Karn. Minus Karn. Liquid metal coating. Pass the turn. I don't foresee a way out of this one. Like a turn 2 Karn against Tron, that is a clean win. Point blank statement. I'm not sure if this is mono green Karn or mono green Tron. Not sure if this could be Dice Factory for all I know, so hard to say. Kozilek's Return, not really going to do much. So I'll cut 2 of those. We'll cut an Emrakul for the leveler and probably sowing Myco Spawn here. Might actually keep the Might out. But the leveler, I don't know. This is a good question. Maybe we don't take the leveler out. I mean, we're going to see more with Karn. Okay, Butter. You're causing mischief because you want out of your room, but you can't right now. So you're going to sit in my lap instead. You little menace man. Yeah, I think with Karn, like Stonebrain, even that, I think we... Well, I need to bring something in. This is where having like an extra might would be nice. Chalice doing jack. I feel like might's only going to do a lot in the beginning turns, so maybe bringing might in is right. 1 stone brain. Yeah, this looks fine. Cutting the command is, or cutting the Kozilek's Return is correct though. It will not do much in this matchup outside of maybe clear some spawns. But even then, that feels meh. Butter is much happier now that he's in my lap getting attention. He's purring away. Yeah, I feel like my version of Eldrazi ramp makes Eldrazi Tron very sad. We have a lot of land hate. We have Karn. Overall, it is very strong in this matchup, at least. Which is funny because I never really had trouble against Eldrazi ramp with Eldrazi Tron. But I feel like this version of Eldrazi ramp definitely gives them more of a hard time. Well, looks like we're going to the full time. Maybe just opponent stepped away. All right, on the draw for game 2. Okay. I will keep this hand. We'll pass the turn. Eldrazi Temple pass. Karn. Oh, let's crack the Misty Rainforest. Grab a forest. Utopia Sprawl. You don't need red, so we can just go green and pass. So we're setting up for a turn 3. Turn 3 kicked Myco Spawn. That is the goal. Another Eldrazi Temple for a Talisman. Could be their goal as well, which would be mildly concerning. Okay, well, let's go Malevolent Rumble. Lab's not doing much here. Because we'll have 3, 4. I mean, there's a possibility of finding a 7-drop on top. Let's high roll it. And then we will play the Foothills and pass. A little bit worried about playing the Talisman in case they play Karn here. Rather keep the artifact back a turn if needed. I mean, this is likely a kicked Myco spawn, no? Okay, so Kozilek's command then is likely going to be the case. Well, we'll crack the Wooded Foothills. We'll grab another forest. Do they have a Besage? I mean, they can Besage the Utopia Sprawl, but it doesn't really do anything. I guess they could get rid of the spawn. That's exactly what they decided to do. Well, that does mess up my mess up my plan a little bit. Let's go Rumble. Try and find a 7-drop. There's a Breaker. That will resolve. Ugin's Lab. Play the Breaker. And then let's go ahead and play Karn. Question is what to grab here. I have 2, 4, 5. Next one, I'll have 6, 7. I think going Leveler is correct here. And then pass. Actually, let's go Catacombs. Myco Spawn. Can't do anything here, so we'll pass the turn. If they can't kick a Myco Spawn now. Oh, that is that 10 for Ulamog? No shot. Devours is an issue. That's a tad annoying. So that's 4. Vel. Unless we have a blocker, Karn goes down. Alright. So we need to probably play a Myco Spawn. No, don't go on the desk. You're in my lap. Just get comfy. So unless we have a blocker, Myco Spawn will likely, or Karn will likely go. I could... Okay, here's what we'll do first and foremost. Malevolent Rumble. Thought-Knot Sprawl. Devourer. Let's grab Let's grab the Thought Knot. Let's go Catacombs. Crack Catacombs. Let's grab a Forest. Let's cast Sowing Mycospawn. So this is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We'll grab Ugin's Lab. We're going to tuck the Devourer. Resolve Sowing Mycospawn. We're going to tick down Karn. And we're going to grab Disruptor Flute. If they cast Karn, we can cast Disruptor Flute naming Karn. Thought Knot Seer is fine. Take what you want, friend. We did mess up a little, actually. I need to tick up Karn there. Dang it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I should have played either the Talisman of Impulse or kept the World Breaker untapped instead. Would have been correct. Kozilek's Command. X4. That's what it's looking like. Yes, so Karn down doesn't technically matter as much, though is a bit unfortunate since that talisman remains. Yeah, I misplayed here. I should have played the Talisman of Impulse, or no, if I would have just ticked up Karn, then Karn would have died anyway. So yeah, I think the only play would have been Talisman of Impulse here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I mean, tucking the Statescape Leveler was correct. There's no denying that fact. Mistake was not playing the Talisman. Well, let's see what we draw into. The best thing we could probably find here is a Ugin's Lab. Not Ugin's Lab, sorry. A Eldrazi Temple. We did not find it. So let's go ahead and play Talisman of Impulse. Let's go ahead and play a Stomping Ground tapped. We'll end up taking 10 here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even if they play Karn, we'll have 8. No imprint. An Ulamog would kill me regardless. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Targets. We will return and return. It is indestructible, however, so this will make life more difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I mean, they would have been 1 short on the resilience. No. It wouldn't have mattered. Karn would have been down one way or another. Oh boy. Eldrazi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I definitely could have played that differently, but I don't think the result would have changed. So we will concede here. So yes, this is mono green Eldrazi Tron. Yeah, I needed to have played the Talisman. That way I could have untapped and played Cityscape Leveler. Like I said, I don't think it would have changed things, but it would have made it a little bit more palatable. We could have played more efficiently, bottom line. I also think we could have chosen not to sack the spawn when casting Sowing Mycospawn. Even, I guess we could have kicked it. No, we couldn't because we grabbed the lab off the spawn trigger. No, so we did need to use the Eldrazi spawn. Okay. Well, we're on the play for game 3. Means a turn 2 Rumble into a turn 3 Thought Knot. I will keep. Yeah, turn 2 Rumble will be good. I mean, you could go for a turn 3 Karn if they haven't played anything. That's an option. 2, 3, 4. Tower. So it looks like they're going slow here. Let's go Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab the Utopia Sprawl and pass. Pass. Do you have Natural Tron? That's going to be a Talisman. So playing Karn will be worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll play Stomping Grounds untapped. Shock. Green Utopia Sprawl. For green. Cast Karn. Minus Karn. We'll set up the liquid metal coating. Since they have no pressure on board, is probably the right move. A land would be ideal for a Sowing Mycospawn kicked, because we would be able to do both Sowing Mycospawn and coating if we do draw into a land. Kick Mycospawn, search for an Ugin's Lab, tuck the Emrakul, play the coating, take up a Karn, and they would have one land at most on field. Opponent's thinking here, so I don't think they have Natural Tron. Oh, they do. Why they were thinking, I don't know. The question is what they have to follow up with. Unfortunately, we don't have an artifact to animate to hit their Karn with if they have a Karn. A Devourer would hit Utopia Sprawl, so that would be a slight damper on our plans. We could still go Mycospawn into Emrakul regardless. Let's see what they got. Guess this could be a Thought Knot. Nope, that's a Karn. What do you grab with Karn, though? So you'd really benefit from having a land. Like a Disruptor Flute would help them in the sense that it could lock down both Karns. A Walking Ballista X1. No, I'm trying to go bigger on the Ballista, it seems. So what could we do here? 2, 3, 4. And we can push it up to 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The fact they didn't play anything other than Karn intrigues me. Like, I'm tempted to play Thought Knot here, because they can make an X3 Ballista. Not like the biggest deal in the world. My concern is what they can do with Karn with 7, 8 mana, right? So, okay. Let's go ahead and cast Sowing Mycospawn. I'll grab an Eldrazi Temple. I'll tick Karn down. Grab a Disruptor Flute. And we're going to name Karn the Great Creator. And then pass. Not my preferred play, but if they have a leveler inside and they have another land, we're in trouble. If they have another tower, we're also in trouble. It's an X5 Ballista. But if they have an Ulamog, we're screwed. Ballista X2 is fine, so that means no Ulamog. But why X2? I think they thought they would be able to activate its ability underneath Karn, which obviously is not the case. Thought Knot's here. Okay, so they wanted to play both. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So an Ugin's Lab or Eldrazi Temple will get us to an Emrakul, and that'll be especially hard for them to deal with at this point in time. Thought-Knot Seer gone, that makes sense. So we need a playable here. So I mean, Mycospawn would be great, Thought-Knot would be great, Kozilek's Command would also be good. So a lot of good hits off the top. Anything that generates 1 mana or a talisman is not. Yeah, let's name Eldrazi. I will... So 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I wonder if they'll notice the trap. This is such bait. We're attacking Karn. Please take the bait. They have to be wondering what I'm thinking. Ugh. Yeah, the bait was taken. It was not taken. In that case, funny enough, Karn dying will also make this work. I will go with liquid metal coating. I forgot about that. Yes, I did. That might come back to bite me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, Karn is going to die regardless. If they don't have a Owing Myco spawn to kick, then we have the Emrakul. So we need to pray they don't have a kicked Sowing Myco spawn in hand. Shoot. So we're now too short. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they have another one as well. You need to first resolve this one, friend. Yeah, Karn was dying regardless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One short of casting the new Karn. Ugh. Yep. And then another kicked Myco spawn. Yep. Unfortunate. The few times where a Disruptor Flute is actively worse than Pithing Needle. Because I couldn't replay Karn to ensure it survived. Dang. Yep. What you got for 5 mana there, friend? A Thought Knot? So 2, 3, 4, 9. We're 4 short on the Emrakul. Okay, well this could get us back in it. Eldrazi Temple. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A Sowing Myco spawn would make 12. Attacking Karn here really doesn't do anything, though. So, like, will they fall for the bait? Is it even bait? They have 10 damage on board. Ugh. Do we hope they attack in and we trade? I mean, if they attack and we double block the Thought Knot, it'd be smarter for them just to sit back and wait to set up a winning board state. So the longer they wait, the more likely we find the ability to cast Emrakul. Eldrazi Temple. Do you have anything to follow up is the question. What I need is for them to attack. I feel like they need to apply pressure. I mean, this Emrakul is just looming over them. Unfortunate. They realize as much. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One land or a Soin Mycospawn, and we got the Emrakul. It won't be impossible for them to deal with, it just will be very difficult. The only thing is right now we're hoping that they draw into nothing, because all of our draws are good here. That's concerning. Oh, we'll double block a Thought Knot. We're down to 8. We got a Thought Knot ourselves. What emboldened you? A World Breaker? No. Oh. Okay. That's fine. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Yes. So we get to control your turn. I think attacking with Thought Knot, or not Thought Knot, Mega Spawn makes sense, because that puts them down to 16, so we'll have lethal on board. Oh. I think they got confused there. Because maybe they thought that we took an extra turn like Aeon's Torn. But like it's still possible for them to win off the top. I mean, they get 2 draws. If they find an Ulamog, we're SOL. But okay. I'll take the win. Alright. Yeah, game 2 a little bit dicier than I would like, but we got there in the end. With that being said, we'll be back in just a bit for match number 2. Alright, and we're back for match 2 on the draw. If only one of these was a 7-drop, I would be willing to keep it. But they're not, so mulligan. I'll keep this. Pitch a Catacombs. Reveal Devourer and pass. So this is likely going to be a turn. This could be a turn to Soin Mycospawn or Thought Knot Seer. If we find a lab, it could be a turn to Karn, but I'm more inclined to go Soin Mycospawn Thought Knot Seer if we have the ability to. Opponent's thinking. Wonder what they're thinking about. I mean, even if we were to find a Kozilek's command, like there's roughly 12 cards I'd be happy to see on the top of my deck. Passing after playing an Arid Mesa. That's concerning. I will grab the Soin Mycospawn. We'll play Mist Reinforced. Crack. We'll grab a Forest. We'll pay Utopia Sprawl. And red. pass the turn. So depending if they play a creature, we could on turn 3 go Shifting Woodland into Devourer. My main concern is that this might be Boros Ruby Storm. And if it is, it's possible that the game might be over as early as their turn 2. If it's not, then we're still in it. But this does seem to be Ruby Storm, and they seem to be setting up. And that's concerning. Thought Not Seer makes this better, though. So I will take my top decks when I can. Ral and Ruby. We need to take the Ral. Both do the same thing, but Ral is better. We don't have a response for Ral as of this moment in time. They probably should have cast the Ritual just to get it into the yard. But looks like they may have forgotten to do so. Arid Mesa for an Elegant Parlor? Nope. Medallion. Ritual. Yep, okay. Oh, are you going deep? Are you going to try this? You are. Impulse? You can't play Glimpse. That... Oh, you might actually be able to. Oh, you gotta be joking. Desperate Ritual? Ral. Faithless Looting? They lost the flip, thank the magic gods. Imagine they pitched an Elegant Parlor and a Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting flashed back. They won the flip because, you know, reasons. So now it depends on what they exile. Otter, come here. Do not touch wires, sir. Well, we get to watch them do this for a bit. I mean, they're one wish away from winning. Oh, another Ral. I mean, all they need to find is a wish, right? Do they not have the wish? Oh no, there's wish. They found it. They found it. Ugh, rough. I mean, they took the risk and it paid off. It just sucks that it did. So that's Boros, Ruby Storm, lost in game 1. Yep, there's the grape shot for good old 26. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that we could have done differently there. The Thought Knot was correct, and they just high rolled. Not much we can do about that. I mean, opponent just needs to press 6, and the game's over. I was laying time burn because it's possible that we might need that time later. And 0. Alright. On to game 2. We're going to bring in Brain, Might, Dismember. Cut. Ral is a X2. Like, Kozilek's Return's not a bad idea, but feels a bit rough here. Then cut 3 Mycospawn. Yeah, I think that's correct. Alright, because we need early interaction. We need disruption in the way of Thought Knot. On the play for game 2, we will keep. This is good interaction on turn 2 in case of a Ral. I actually will go red here because an EEX2 is potentially relevant. We draw into a land. I'm wondering if I would consider World Breaker on 3. Would I consider a World Breaker on 3? That's not a land. That is for sure. Oh, we pass. We'll hold up command. Either for Ral or for Graveyard. If they just play Ruby Medallion, I think we need to try and high roll into Breaker. There's a ritual, so they're trying to end the game now. Medallion is an issue, so now we hold up command in case we need to get under a Past in Flames. Speak of the devil and it shall appear. There's Ral. So they're going to end the turn there. Go to end step. Well, we need to get rid of Ral, and we need to hope that we draw into a land. That would be the best case scenario here. That was the best case scenario. Crack Misty Rainforest, grab a forest. World Breaker. Unfortunately, I do have another Ruby Medallion in exile, but this will set them back. Hopefully far enough to where they can't win on 3. Next turn I'll rumble to try and find something. Oh god, seriously? Okay, at least it's just a Ren's Resolve. So they have access to Manamorphose and Scalding Tarn. Another Breaker. Okay. Well, let's go Thought Knot Seer. Is it right to go Thought Knot or set up for the Breaker? I mean, they would have to high roll off of 1 Manamorphose. So I think it's correct to play Thought Knot here. We'll get rid of Wear Tear for what it's worth. So now they need to high roll off of 2 draws. Let's see if it can happen. I mean, it probably can. With my luck, it likely will. Elegant Parlor. Also, looks like they actually have its Naya colors. So Naya. Ruby Storm. Oh, seriously, what the fresh shell did you find? Okay, thankfully nothing. I guess you can prismatic ending the Thought Knot Seer. Can you? No. I guess you can get rid of... They misclicked. Eh? Not sure how they misclicked. Oh, maybe because they were going to get different colors. So they had 4 to get rid of Thought Knot? Yes, that would make sense. That's what they were trying to do. Well, let's rumble. We'll grab the Windswept Teeth. We'll play Windswept Teeth. We'll crack it. I'll grab a Forest. I'll play an Impulse. I'll play Haywire Might. Haywire Might target Ruby Medallion. Alright. Well, I think their intention was to exile the Thought Knot and draw 1 card deeper, but they must have misclicked on the Manamorphose mana, is my only thought. But we made it to game 3. On the draw for game 3. Unfortunately, I'll have to mulligan this. I mean, it's a turn 2 rumble. We can hold up Dismember. Do we get rid of Impulse? Yeah. Done. We'll play Catacombs, crack Catacombs. Play a Forest and pass. So we'll hold up the Dismember. Maybe it's right to play Temple in case we drew into Temple and or Lab. That probably is correct in retrospect. Alright, let's see if they go for the turn 2 win again. Do you play a Ral? Okay, Ritual resolves. There's Ral. In response. Valaka Awakening, so they're going to draw 3 cards? Yep. Trying to reset. Well, I think the right thing to do here is cover our friggin' bases. Haywire Might? So, unless it's a Ral, if it's a Ruby Medallion, then Might will help out. If it's a Ral, then unfortunately we are at a little bit of a disadvantage because I need lands. We'll pass the turn here. My opponent's long pause makes me feel like they do have a Ruby Medallion. Reckless Impulse. Blood Moon. That could be annoying, but thankfully do have the might. Well, let's go ahead. I'll play a rumble. I'm gonna risk it. Grab the lab. I would have liked the Karn, to be fair, but beggars can't always be choosers. We'll play the impulse. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do have breaker next turn. And we can easily get rid of the Blood Moon or a Ruby Medallion if needed. Ritual. Blood Moon resolves. Wooded Foothills. Are we going to end step? Impulse. Not thrilled to see that, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we get rid of the Blood Moon. The question now is, do we hold up Command or World Breaker? Utopia Sprawl. We'll go green. Let's go World Breaker. This way they can only play one. Unless they find a land. We'll take out the Footfalls so they can't thin. And you pass. See what you hit. Another Footfalls. Runs Resolve another number 1. There's Wish. They can't play it right now. Runs Resolve number 2. There's a Ritual. And Forest. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're short 1 for another breaker. 4, 5, 6, or 2, yeah. So we have 6 mana. Kozilek's Command. X equals 6. We'll hold up a green mana. Is this the right move? I mean, if we get Karn, we can just Tormod's Crypt. There's so much in their graveyard. Bottom. 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 I feel like Thought-Knot's not great right now. And then top the Command. Okay. We can exile 4 things with command. Land. They could Ritual Wish and then have 3. They're still short unless they have a medallion in the side, which I doubt. They have how many impulses in the grave? 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4, which I can strip if needed. Karn would have made that a lot easier. Ritual resolves. We just need 2 turns. So we can survive this one. We'll be in a better spot. And clearly the line for them isn't obvious. Is this game 2 or 3? This is game 3. Manamorphose will resolve. Not thrilled about the redraw. Right now they're mana even or mana neutral. Friends resolve. Another Manamorphose, which is mana neutral. Ritual. Manamorphose. Glimpse can resolve. There's a Past in Flames in there. Not thrilled about that. Though they won't be able to play it. It's only until end of turn. And then they'll get spawns, so which are blockers. However, Past in Flames is now in grave. This is sorcery speed, right? Seven. Oh, magic gods, you are a fickle thing, aren't you? Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That should be the game because I'm going to mess up their entire graveyard. I will pass. All right. That's your hand. Draw. Well, let's see here. We're going to cast a Past in Flames. Actually, let's make sure we use the spawns. 1, 2, 3. Past in Flames. Well, let's start off with Ritual. Please kill me with my own grave shot. I would love to manage that. That would be hysterical. Can I try? That would be so sick. I was just going to empty your yard, but now I have to try. Okay. So then if we're piloting their deck for real, let's go Ren's Resolve. There's the mana reducer we needed. So now we play Ritual. Now we play Ral. Now we play Ritual. On the stack, heads. I'll not trigger Ral. Didn't have the 8 yet, did I? Oh, I think I may have. Oh, I did. It's okay. Ritual into Wish. Oh yeah, Ritual. Then cast Ritual. Ral. Yes. Heads. 1 to flip. I can't recast Ral, correct? No. So no. This resolves. I need to Ritual. Heads. Okay. Technically just losing will be enough. Now Wish. Ral. Oh, technically I don't think I'm supposed to be able to see their sideboard. Tails. So, there's a rule where I can't see your sideboard. So, I'll just kill you with Ral triggers. I can just kill you with Ral triggers. It's fine. Ritual. Ral. Heads. No. Let's go Reckless Impulse. Ral. Heads. Don't want to win. No. Oh, hey, there's Ruby Medallion. Ruby Medallion. I guess we can also Scalding Tarn. Crack Scalding Tarn 7. fail to find. Manamorphose. Morale. Tails. I don't want to win the flip. No. Resolve. Make red. Red. Red? Ren's Resolve. Rao. Oh, I guess I could melee if Rao's ult eventually. Tails. I don't want to win the flip. I want to lose it. Oh, it was Past in Flames. Manamorphose. Rao. Tails. Stop winning. No. Red. Red. Reckless Impulse. Rao. Oh, Moto's having a moment. Tails. Thank God I lost the flip. Well, if I'm already Storm 16, yeah, if I could have wished, it would have worked. Unfortunate. Resolve Impulse. I can Glimpse for 1. Glimpse. Rao. Yep. You. Tails. Lost the flip. 5. Glimpse resolves. Desperate Ritual. Rao. Tails. Perfect. Desperate Ritual. Rao. Tails. Perfect. I just need to get the 2. Ren's Resolve. Rao. Tails. I don't want to win it. I'm actually trying to lose. Manamorphose. Red. Rao. Tails. Okay, now I can win it. Red. Red. Ren's Resolve. Rao. Add me on Discord. My username is the same. Ren's Resolve. Tails. Okay. Yes. Resolve. -2. Target self. Done. GG's. Look forward to talking with you. Oh, I think I got a friend request. Oh, that was a way to end it. I will accept this. Oh, that's funny as hell. Like, my intention was just like empty grave, and that was it. And then they were like, do it. Grape shot me. And I was like, screw it. I'll try. But I think they didn't bring grape shot into main. So I either needed to kill them with their RAL triggers or to mill them out, either or. And I mean, we were right on the precipice of both, so that was a fun one. I appreciate their willingness to sit there and watch me play with their deck, quite literally, which was really cumbersome on Moto, mind you, because I have to respond to myself casting things by them because priority's still passed in between me. It gets interesting. But with that being said, we'll be back for match number 3. All right, and we are back for match number 3 on the draw. Rather, sorry, on the play. Let's see here. Hand's not looking great. No. On the draw, maybe. On the play, no. Yes, I will keep this. This is keepable. So we go Devour, or Reveal Devour, Ugin's Lab Devour, set up the next turn, Forest into Rumble. We could potentially go off. Alright, let's see what our opponent decides to do. While they're doing that, I need to step away from the mic for a moment, so be right back. Alright, sitting back down at the desk. Looks like opponent is potentially away from keyboard, potentially about to celebrate New Year's. So wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Though, looks like they are back. I will be keeping this. I think I dump the Rumble. Keep my turn 3 plays. They go down to 5. Reveal Devourer. Trigger on the stack. Utopia Sprawl intrigues me. But I think I might grab Breaker. Oh no, because we're going to Rumble next turn. So maybe it's just right for us to grab the Misty Rainforest. But if we Rumble into... we'll grab the Misty. Ugin's Lab. Imprint Devourer, and pass. Polluted Delta. Okay. Misty Rainforest. Crack Misty. Do you need help opening it? We have a bottle opener. You want to put down the glass? And then grab a bottle opener? My partner and I are going to have some sparkling apple cider to celebrate New Year's in less than 60 minutes. Let's... Oh, this is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So probably not worth Let's grab the Sowing Myco spawn then. And what I can do is with Myco spawn, I can grab a Shifting Woodlands. I think that would be the move. And it is officially New Year's, so Happy New Year's to everyone. Yes, Happy New Year's to you too, Butter. You can take a sniff if you want, but you cannot have sparkling apple cider. That's not allowed. Thank you. He's very upset by this development.
I have to figure out how to get the cap back on.
Just put it in a mason jar.
True. I'm gonna do that.
Novel ideas. Are they thought scared? Okay, so this is Oculus, clearly. I want my casts to resolve. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year to you too, Butter. So I want my casts to resolve, so let's grab a Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. And then pass. And then pass. Not the strongest turn 3 in the world, but it is something. Why did you just cycle an Unearth when you have an Abhorrent Oculus in grave? I'm concerned. I guess maybe you have... Did you not realize you only have 5 and you need 6? Oh no, opponent. Opponent. You okay, bud? Well, there's a Shifting Woodlands. I am, in fact, going to kick a Myco spawn. So, and let's get rid of your black source, so no more on Earth. Yep, methinks my opponent misplayed. I have a sneaking suspicion. But we'll take those. So we bring in Dismember, cut 2 Myco spawn, cut a Emrakul for Leveler here, and run it back. Yeah, it's tradition within my family to have sparkling apple cider. Well, we had a lot of European culture. Drinking wasn't something that my family did often. But we are in the draw for game 2. It's a turn 2 Rumble. We can find something. We have a Dismember and a Kozilek's Command. I'll keep it. It's not my favorite hand in the world, and there's probably better 6-card hands, but we'll see what comes of it. Devour of Destiny. You're 1 turn too late, friend. We're gonna hold up the Dismember for a Feroge. Hi, Butter. Hi. What? That sure was a sound you made. Force Negation, love to see that. Okay. Well, let's go green source. Should I attempt to resolve a Rumble? Hi, sir, you cannot have bottle cap or bottle opener. Those are not for cats. Sorry, friend. Do I attempt to resolve a Rumble? I think I instead attempt to resolve a Talisman. Looks like they might counter it, which I'm kind of fine with. As a counterspell not coming at me later. And I guess this will make for Oculus. Harbinger. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually very okay with those. Stomping Ground's untapped since it comes in. Let's go Rumble, see if you have a force. This might give them some thought, just because it does give me a colorless source. When I get a force out of them, I'll dismember the Harbinger. If I don't, I'll probably wait till their end step or upkeep. Hi, sir. You cannot have tea, you cannot have sparkling apple cider, you cannot have bottle cap or bottle cap opener, sir. I'm sorry to inform you of all accounts. You're very cute, though. I will admit that. Sowing Myco Spawn would be good. So I'll grab the Myco Spawn. I will attempt to dismember you. And then pass. If they had the force, I was hopeful that they're going to use it on the Malevolent Rumble. And if they don't, then we'll just cast it anyways. Catacombs is fine. Hey, you plant wires? Don't do that. So it seems like an Oculus being cast. 'Tis indeed an Oculus. Trigger resolves, not much I can do about it. A Froge in the yard. Windswept Teeth. Hey, yeah, you, stop playing the fires. Just because you're upset. Hey. Yes, you. Grab a forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need... Let's actually see if they have anything here. Once again, looking for a force. I'll go green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, their saving grace here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would be a consign. Yeah, we'll go for it. Hey, what are you doing? What are you touching? Stop that. You know better. That's because you're not getting attention. Actually, let's do it this way. So 1, 2. Oh, I guess I do need to go 3, 4, 5. Then I can hold the Eldrazi spawn. Yes, I can hold the Eldrazi spawn better. Does this resolve? Unfortunate. Was worried about the consign. What are you looking at? You looking at the audio? Wondering what's going on? Well, we'll take 5 in the air, 7 in total. Actually, yeah, because we'll be able to cast Devour next turn as long as this Eldrazi spawn doesn't get interacted with. Speaking of, I should probably give myself the ability to respond to an Orcish Bowmaster. Oh, you're gonna flip a Harbinger? That'd be upsetting. That's a little bit upsetting too. Not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Methinks I need a land. 1 land, please. Off the top. That's not a land. So we now need to exile the Murktide. For that is going to be lethal otherwise. Well, let's get rid... Do you want lap time? Yeah? Okay. So we get rid of the Murktide. Oculus will hit us for 5 in the air. Oh, I was about to say, like, what? So Cling to Dust, drew a card. Murktide down. A Shoot the Sheriff kills us. Any way of getting rid of Devour kills us. The only thing is we need to... We're now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that another Murktide? Oh, no. Oh, they flipped an Oculus. Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. There's a thought that maybe I should have played... should have cast the Sowing Mycospawn kicked. And they would have been able to consign one thing, whether that be the body, the kick, or the land. If they didn't pick the land, then we would have been fine, but we're on the play for game 3. Might hear some fireworks in the background. I'll keep this. We're gonna try and high roll into Ugin's lab or an Eldrazi temple. Either one of those will be good. There's the Eldrazi temple I was looking for. Eldrazi temple. Eldrazi temple. Pass. And pass. Pitch the frog. Well, we know we can play Thought Not uncontested here, so since it's not an untapped blue source. So let's take a peek at what you got, friend. Spell Pierce, Unearth, Thought Scour, Abhorrent Oculus. Well, if you unearth the frog, then pitch the Oculus, then unearth. So I think we take the Oculus. I think that makes the most sense here. And pass. Polluted Delta. Thought Scour. I guess you could unearth the Harbinger, and that would be a little bit rough. I think they're doing that. Yeah. We did kind of go all in here on the Thought Not Seers. So a Harbinger does hurt quite a lot. And you have another one for the Froge. He thinks we're in trouble. Methinks we are in trouble. Because I can no longer attack with Thought Not to apply pressure. Yep. which will attack. Draw a card. Man, that was such a good hit from the Thought Scour. Thoughtseize. Yeah, you see why this is a problem. We had 3 Thought-Knot-Seers. Like, we were set just to level your hand. Even if you drew a frog, like, the amount of pressure was going to be difficult to get around. Let alone the fact of if you had unearthed the frog and Thought Scoured, we could have just exiled it. 5, 6, 8. I mean, I'm not going to be able to attack through fast enough. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. I mean, unless I draw into Dismember, and even then, I'm not sure it matters. No. Like, there's going to be one of my few times to block it at... because they're just going to float it otherwise. But I physically can't. Because that allows 2 extra damage in from Harbinger. I mean, they can just take all the time right now. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. Well, we disrupted their hand. Oh. Well, that's just insulting. But fair. Yeah, we'll pitch Devourer and Kozilek's command. Try and pad our types. So now, yeah, we're at 6 for an Emrakul. 6 out of 13. We're gonna get there. Maybe. Probably not. I'll just somehow get to Emrakul. Oh, second frog. Yikes. Like, 1 wasn't bad enough as is. Yep. Karn ain't gonna do anything. Oh, we'll pitch Karn. Okay, we're up to 7 now. Getting there. Just another 8 mana. And we will cast a Ulamog. Or not Ulamog, a Emrakul. And I do foresee us losing this one, methinks. I have a sneaking suspicion. Yeah, that's lethal exactly. Hey, you want to let me resolve? Or you want to spell pierce it? Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know, it's worth a shot. Not that I think it mattered. Just insult to injury at that point. Consider... Yup. And that is lethal. Alright. Well, it was a good turn 2 hand, but their turn 2 was just a little bit better. Unfortunate as it is. With that being said, we'll be back in just a bit for match number 4. Alright, and we are back for match number 4 on the draw for game 1. Opponents thinking if they want to be on the play. I mean, if they want to give me the play, I'm okay with that. I would not say no. I am waiting for the day where there is a deck in Modern that wants to go second. I mean, I guess one could argue Dredge. but that might be the only exception to that rule. There are times where I do feel like Eldrazi Tron and Ramp do better on the draw because of Devour. It sets up so many more opportunities for things. Because if you need a lab to play a talisman, you can try and high roll into it on the draw, but on the play, you need a different path. So it is interesting in that regard how sometimes being on the draw is better with Devour. But looks like my opponent may have stepped away from the keyboard for a moment, so we'll take a quick pause and be right back once they return. All right, and we are back. I mean, yeah, this is a turn to rumble, and then likely going to be a Soin Mycospawn as follow-up, so I'll keep this. Pass. See what we're up against. Or maybe at least get some insight. Ooh, okay. Could be ramp. Could... Null Drifter tells me it's probably ramp. So, are we going to see a talisman? Sorry, those were dial-up noises that you're just hearing. What? Null Drifter normally isn't seen in Tron. And Tron is normally the one that plays Chalice. I mean, I've given thought to running Chalice and Eldrazi Ramp in place of Malevolent Rumble and cutting the Emrakul package for, like, Ulamogs. Huh. Okay. Well, I needs a land. I needs a land, friend. I was not expecting that. That is unexpected. Yeah, so it has to... I imagine it's Eldrazi Tron. Null Drifter is... I mean, it's Eldrazi something. Null Drifter is not common. Wait. Huh? This is normally in Through the Breach. I'm so confused. What is happening? Okay. Does Through the Breach run Chalice now? But they... Do they run Null Drifter? An island. Is this mono blue Eldrazi? What is happening? I'm so confused. Okay. I guess we'll pitch to Utopia Sprawl. I guess I probably should have done that in the first place. Blast Zone? Blue-red. Blue-red Eldrazi? Evoke a Null Drifter. Yeah. So the only way I can describe this is it Eldrazi? Maybe it still is Through the Breach? Just an is it Through the Breach? Jesus. Still really haven't gotten a clear picture of what our opponent's playing, to be completely honest. Like, clearly it's Eldrazi. Clearly it's at least Izzet Eldrazi. But I don't know. Okay. I mean, this is what I get for not... for keeping a risky hand, I guess. There's Ulamog. Okay, so there is Ulamog the Defiler. That would suggest that this is through the breach. I mean, just... yeah, I was about to say, just get Ulamog out here. Does it sacrifice? No, it doesn't. Put a creature card X out of Yggdrasil onto the battlefield and under your control. Wild. I'll sacrifice my one permanent. I mean, they don't really have to show me anything else here, so I think I'm just wasting my time. Okay, so maybe through the breach. Maybe. All I know is we lost game one. That much is clear. Like, I want to say we should bring in a Stone Brain. At least one. It didn't seem like... I mean... it didn't seem like Kozilek's return's going to be really good. I imagine they're running Talismans, so maybe a Haywire might? I guess let's run it back like this. I'm still a bit confused on what exactly we're playing against. The Chalice threw me off immediately. After that, though, I'm not sure. It only got more and more confusing. So we will have to be mindful on the draw about Chalice. We are on a play for game 2. Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep. We have Hayrmite to get rid of Yggdrasil. And let's go with green and pass. Pass. Thundering Falls. Well, let's go Windswept Heath for a forest. Play Talisman. I probably should have played the Utopia Sprawl in a way that was less painful, but it is what it is. Yeah, I should have played Windswept Heath. Yeah, I should have done things differently, but that's fine. Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll grab a Thought-Knots here. 10. I guess it would have been 10. So it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe we should have taken the Emrakul. Like I'm 1 land off or a 7 drop off. There's a thought. Talisman of Creativity. Okay. Unfortunately, we would have gotten it too. Uggin's Lab. Play Haywire Might. Play Thought Not Seer. So this is through the breach. Keeping them short on lands is not a bad idea. Or mana, rather. If we take Emrakul, that's Beseiju. Then they won't have enough for Kozilek's command. We'll take the Emrakul. Get rid of the Talisman. And pass. Yeah, now I really wish I brought, or I would have taken the Where am I? Emrakul, Uggin's Lab. Imagine they play the Yggdrasil. I'll play the Temple and attack. There's a Thought Knot. Let's kick the Myco spawn. And let's get rid of Beseiju. Let's grab Shifting Woodland. And this will threaten lethal next turn. There's Null Drifter. They need another colorless in order to do Kozilek's command. Well, let's Shifting Woodland, target Emrakul, and 1, 2, 3, 4. What you thinking, opponent? Okay, we got there. So yeah, this is Izzet through the breach. Fascinating. Hair Might still seems good. Kozilek's Return still seems bad. And Stonebrain still seems good. So we'll keep as is. On the draw for game 3. I'll keep this. Reveal Devourer and pass. 3, 4, 5. We'll go command. And then we'll play Temple and hold up command. Question is, at what point do we want to cast it? We don't want to wait too long for obvious reasons. Talisman. That's 3. Thank God for Karn. Let's minus Karn. And let's grab a Stone Brain. We'll get rid of Through the Breach, and if Karn on board, Yggdrasil doesn't do anything. Could be a Thought-Knot Seer. We did see them play it. There's Thought-Knot Seer, which isn't the end of the world. Yep, that is fine. So I have 5 mana. Oh, 2, 4. Yeah. So it's X equals 5. Let's do that. You want to keep Karn on board. If you had a consign, you would have used it when I cast Karn. I'll draw. Sowing Mycospawn next turn is good. We'll re-grab the Stone Brain. We'll play the Stone Brain. We'll activate the Stone Brain, targeting my opponent. And then Through the Breach. There is, in fact, a Through the Breach there. This is fascinating. And the Yggdrasil and everything else makes sense. It's just shocking not to see, like, the World Breakers, the Soin Mega Spawn. So definitely a different version. But fascinating to see. And we'll pass. And they'll be able to go pretty deep with this Kozilek's command. Next turn I'll play a Forest. And then Soin Mycospawn. Ooh, they can actually go very deep with that Eldrazi Temple. So I'm a little bit concerned here. That is 6, or that's 5. X equals 5. 11, 12, 13. So they're getting a bit closer than I'd like. Oh, we'll tick up Karn, targeting nothing. We'll play a Forest. We'll play Utopia Sprawl on green. We'll kick the Myco spawn. And kick the Eldrazi temple. Then we've done everything that we need for the turn. We could go Shifting Woodlands, but I think it makes more sense for an Eldrazi temple here. I mean, if they don't use all their spawns this next turn, I will minus Karn for an engineered explosives and clear the board of spawns. Yep, x equals 5. So we'll have 9, 10. I mean, if they have an Ulamog to the Filer, that would be a mild problem. That would, in fact, be a mild problem. I'll note also this Devour feels a bit bad because the only target it would have would be the Utopia Sprawl. Three top, two bottom. Well, so that's 10, 11, 12. And I tuck the Emrakul. So that's a Null Drifter. Oh, no, it's something else. The good news is that they... Yep, there's Ulamog. Them not being in green might be a boon for me. There's Worldbreaker, Stonebrain, Stonebrain. Okay. So... there's a few things we could do here. Let me look at my sideboard real quick. Did I leave Loveler there? I did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can get rid of Ulamog. And its board sack 2 permanents. Alternatively, I can bridge and just sit behind bridge. Well, let's play the Windswept Heath. 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. Minus Karn. You know they only have the Shivan Reef. Yes. Cityscape Leveler. Leveler, target Ulamog the Defiler. Ward trigger. We'll sacrifice the Eldrazi spawn and the Windswept Heath. Yes. Five, 6, 7. So I only have 7 mana right now. Okay. I guess they did have a blue mana for Consign. And they did have one more card than Shivan Reef, to be fair. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I guess they could go another Ulamog. Null Drifter? No, another Ulamog. They might be trying to mill me out. Oh. Okay. Well, they went ahead and exiled the Leveler. Not thrilled about that, but Karn can always bring it back. Do we have any more Karns? 2. Yes, we do. So in a pinch, we can. But they get to set up their next few turns. I'm surprised they didn't make spawns. Because 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, Emrakul's Aeon's Torn would be a problem for me. Well, let's go ahead and see what you drew. I guess I'll take the Talisman. That makes me a little bit scared for what you decided to put on top. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm tempted to cast Kozilek's Command X5 to dig. I think that might be worth it. Let's go digging. There's Karn. We'll go ahead and actually before I do that, sideboard. Ulamog the Defiler is the concern because they topped multiple. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's go ahead and cast Karn. If they Ulamog the Defiler again, we have enough for another leveler. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, we could stop them from doing so, and then also leveler. Let's go, because we're not worried about Emrakul, because that would be 6, 7, 8. Let's go Disruptor Flute. We can go leveler next turn if needed. Ulamog. the Defiler. Pass and attack. Let's see what they got. They put, what, 3 cards on top? Why didn't they play the Temple? Odd. Go to combat? Six. How much mana do I have? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short by 2. Minus Karn. Yes. I think we grab the Cityscape Leveler. Could they exile it again? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. At least not this turn. But then they would have blockers for days. Bit concerning. Well, we'll go ahead and play the Leveler. That is 1 away. No. I guess we'll hit the Talisman. And opponent will concede. Okay. Yeah, I was mainly worried about a Kozilek's command. But with that being said, we'll be back in just a few short moments for match number 5. All right, and we are back for match number 5 on the play for game 1. It's a turn 2 rumble. Let's go for it. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion I need to be a little bit more forgiving with some of these hands. I'd like turn 2 all the time, but I can only hit that 20% of the time, which, to be fair, really high. Between Soin Megaspawn, Karn, and Thought-Knot. But Rumble can set up some pretty good plays as well. Especially like a turn 3 kicked Mycospawn. Pass. Marsh Flats. Crack? No. Passing it back to me. Well, let's go ahead and rumble. Lab would be good in theory. Let's go forest. Actually. No. Let's go Ugin's Lab. So that way I have a land that can generate... I have 2 colorless, basically. So let's go Ugin's Lab. No imprint. And then 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's possible that we high roll into Temple, but if we do that, then this is fine as well. But we can go Soin Mycospawn. Oh, hold on. This might be... No, it's energy. Okay. Energy I'm fine being a little bit slower and not going directly for Thought Knot, instead ramping up. They Static Prison, that would be a bit upsetting. That's not much better, to be honest. Thank you, Magic Gods. That could have been really bad. Temple Pass. I'm not exactly horribly upset by that play, due to the fact that it does also mean that they took off a turn. I think we might see a Flage here. If we do, it won't be the end of the world, because we'll set them back a land. Yep. So that way they're not able to cast Flage, or rather escape Flage. Rumble. I could be greedy, but I'm gonna choose not to be. We'll get rid of Parlor, pass, and grab... I could grab Shifting Woodlands, but I think I want to grab Temple, because that's 6, this would be 8, so we can pass 2 Thought Knot Seers next turn. We also don't exactly have anything huge in the grave right now, though Rumble might change that, to be fair. Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride, yeah, I mean, those are good cards. I do synergize well. Let's go Rumble. Actually, kind of want that red. Let's Rumble. Let's grab Devourer, but we're 1 short, which kind of sucks. Actually, no, we're not. I always forget that Malevolent Rumble is actually a -1, not a -2. This is something that I do need to remember, and it will happen of time. Let's get rid of that Guide of Souls. And then attack. And pass. Okay, they're 1 land away from Flage. Johnny. That is a bit annoying. Honestly, you should have attacked there. I can't reasonably block. Worldbreaker. Let's see. We have 8 mana, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means then I can cast Talisman 4, 5, 6, 7. That should make it a little less painful for me, though. And Worldbreaker, target Foundry. We'll have 3 attackers, meaning that we can definitely attack a Johnny down if we attack in right now. Only have 2. Yeah, we'll attack in then. Put 1 cat in front. Sitting idly by only buys them time. red source. Pass. Yeah, just creating a cat doesn't do much. I mean, you can tick down a Johnny, I guess, or 0, and then get rid of sowing Mycospawn. Bit annoying again. But we still have 2 very beefy creatures here. Well, let's go to attacks. And I'll attack at a Johnny. You have to block with 2. And then let's go ahead and cast Thought-Knot Seer. Get rid of that Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's go ahead and cast Thought-Knot Seer. Get rid of Seasoned Pyromancer. And then pass the turn. You draw into a creature to kill a Thought-Knot Seer. Ugh, you do. A Johnny, in fact. Ugh, even worse. 5 creatures, you can kill Thought-Knot. Yep. Annoying. A land. Not great. Well, that will solve the land issue at least. We should probably attack first. If we do all at a Johnny, and they let a Johnny die and a cat. So maybe we have to go all at them. Well, Johnny's gonna only create more blockers, so we need to go after a Johnny. Cat, a Johnny. That is fine. Sowing Mycospawn kicked. And we'll grab Shifting Woodlands. So now we can have a Devourer. Okay, do you kill the Sowing Mycospawn? Yes. You can't attack all out. Well, I guess you could. You'll have 1 blocker. Rogvon. Makes that... Oh, the Kozilek's command would have been so good. Oh, I realize I misplayed. I don't think I played a land last turn. So I could have played a forest, Shifting Woodlands. Rough. Well, dumb. Let's grab Devourer. Yeah, I could have had a blocker up. Okay, at this point, if we attack all at you, that's 10, 16, 21. Blocking a Devourer gets you to 1. All right. Down to 7. You'll make a block, 2 blockers, and gain a life. Another command. Unfortunate. Galvanic Discharge. Yes, that's a redraw. Guide of Souls. And Johnny target me. Down to 8. We should have gone for a Johnny. Well, I think that should do it. 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They currently have 5. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go attacking and see if they take any. At you. What are you planning on blocking? That's perfect. Because now we get to do this. Surprise! It's an Emrakul. Philia, that's fine. To any target. I want Guide a Soul first, then a Johnny. Target. And I'll play Philia just in case. Oh, that was dumb of me. Yes, trigger. Okay. I was like, wait 1 second, did I mess up? But no. Like, just in case nothing. I guess I probably should have, I could have just played it safe by attacking with Guide of Souls into Emrakul. Gave myself a heart attack for a moment there. All good. 2 Dismember in, 2 Mega Spawn out, and run it back like that. So it looks like Boros Energy winning game 1. Mulligan. I would love to keep this hand if I had one more land. I'll keep this hand, however. And pitch a Stomping Grounds. Oh, turn 1 plays. Interesting. Oh, Utopia Sprawl for red. Pass. Fetch for an Elegant Parlor. Surveil. And pass. Static Prison is upsetting, but fine. This is a pretty non-interactive turn, so not too pressured. Let's go Temple. Utopia Sprawl. On red. Pass. So we'll hold up this member now. Imagine they crack the Flooded Strand for another Elegant Parlor. Yep. Surveil trigger, resolves, and puts it on top. Okay. Down to 1. 1 energy, that is. Resolves. Flage. Blood Moon. Yes, that will resolve. So I need a Talisman. Rumble works. Cast Rumble. I think we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go Eldrazi Temple. We'll play Eldrazi Temple. And we'll hold up Dismember. Having Kozilek's Return and Grave is also very good. This Static Prison goes away. That will be my 7. Flage. Flage targets. In response. And pass. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we will have the 7 now. We'll be 1 card away from escaping Flage. Red. Attached to the forest. Guide of Souls. I'll go ahead and dismember. Yeah, I'll still go ahead and dismember Guide of Souls. There's a thought here. Forest. World Breaker. If I remember their list, or majority of stock list, they only run so many planes. I will not exile return. Philia. Yes. Yeah, that was a mistake, friend. Goodbye, Philia. Oops was correct. Should have held that until I decided if I was going to trigger. Yep, they realized the error of their ways. So now under Blood Moon, they probably won't be able to cast Flage. Bombardment is fine. Let's go ahead and add insult to... Oh, I can't. I'll just cast a regular Myco spawn. Fine, if I must. Remind me, does World Breaker also require colorless? It does. Can't even return a World Breaker. Shifting Woodlands doesn't do anything. I guess just in case it becomes relevant, we'll grab the temple. But for now, we just hit face. Charmal. Annoying, but not the end of the world. Oh, I'll play the Catacombs. No real point in sitting back. I have lethal faster than you do. And if you attack, that only gets expedited. Actually, if you attack, you lose. Period. Guide of Souls. You do have a blocker now. Well, yes, but you've put yourself in an awkward position. Let's attack. You'll send it to my face down to 11, but again, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Sowing Myco spawn. One more. Eldrazi Temple. If we find ourselves with an Emrakul in hand, what does that look like? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, they will static prison, but now they can't attack. You attack, you lose. So I have two. You're currently on borrowed time, basically. Well, that is a thing I just drew. Karn the Great Creator. Minus Karn. And I mean, I could just Haywire Might grab Worldbreaker back, but I kind of like the idea of Walking Ballista X3. In what world could that go wrong? Alternatively, could just grab Liquid Metal Coating, target their planes. No, I think Haywire Might. Yeah, Haywire Might is correct. Haywire Might. And now we just hold the Might. If they attack, we grab back Worldbreaker. If they cast something like an Ajani, then we get rid of Goblin Bombardment. Yep, Static Prison will trigger. Down to 1 energy. Static Prison targeting. Sowing Mycospawn. Yes, that's fine. I'll get rid of this Static Prison. Not to mention, I can now grab Walking Ballista. So it really didn't matter in the grand scheme. Minus Karn. Walking Ballista. One more. And for good measure. And that's the game. Very nice. All right. Well, that is a 4-1 finish for tonight's league. Some little misplays here and there. Definitely still have room for improvement, but overall pretty happy with the performance. With that being said, as always, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please do consider hitting that like button and commenting down below if you did end up finding any lines or plays that I may have not noticed. As much as I hope that you guys learn from my gameplay in both my successes and my failures, I hope to learn from you all as well. And finally, if you aren't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. We are probably under 3 months until we hit the 3,000 watch hours necessary in order to monetize this channel. However, we are still below the 500 subscribers necessary to do so. Right now, I think we're at 257-ish. So we're over halfway there. So every subscriber does help out this channel a ton. Once we're able to monetize this channel, we'll be able to save up for a streaming PC so that way I can stream live on Twitch, more Magic content, potentially paper events. So a lot of things that I'm hopeful for and hopefully you guys are looking forward to as well. But with that being said, as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.